to finally get that first win?
Feels good. Feels really good. We're off and running now. I told you, as soon as we get on grass, we always start winning. So I finally figured out why we don't win in March is because we're not on the training pitch until April. And it's funny because every time we get on the training pitch, we start winning. So this is the first of many. It feels good. Weight's lifted. We'll play even better now. So we're looking forward to coming back at home because we got to do it again. We need to now accumulate points and accumulate wins and go on a run here.
You went with the same line as this last week with Rudy and Audie up top, and obviously both of them contributed, assisted, and goal. What do you like about the production that you are able to get out of the plan?
Well, I think, again, it's everything about trying to put out a team that can be effective. We have Valeri out. He's one of the best players in the league. He's certainly our best player, or one of our best players. And right now, I felt that to be effective, it made sense to go more 4-4-2 and put two guys up top that can create problems and press and be a handful. And I know both of them are capable of scoring goals. So. I didn't think we played great football tonight. Part of that was them, with the way that Dallas plays. They play a very direct game, and they're effective with it. We knew that it was going to be that type of game. And we need to be able to win these types of games. In MLS, you have to be able to adapt to play against a team like Dallas, who plays for set pieces, who plays off second balls. And I thought we adapted well in the second half. First half, I didn't think we played all that well, but we dug deep in the second half, and I thought we scored two great goals in the second half, obviously 3 total. That was a good win.
Can you tell us what happened with you and Oscar Freire?
Yeah, sure, I'd be happy to. So I was walking over to shake his hand, and he had a tissue that he put over his nose and tried to hand me a tissue. So I thought it was very poor sportsmanship out of him. I never said one word to him the whole game, and I obviously wasn't happy with the loss, but I've never had a coach come up and disrespect me like that. So that's what happened.
You talked about managing the things that Dallas does well. How do you feel like you did that?
Well, we obviously gave up the one set piece, so we didn't manage that, moment well. So that's disappointing for sure. But also Dallas they've made a lot of goals off set pieces, so they're tough. So in the end, we got the result. We'll continue to work on set pieces every week like we do. And hopefully we don't give up anymore. But I thought we managed them very, very well through the run of play. I thought we managed Castillo extremely well. He didn't get loose much at all. They moved him over against Jorge, and I thought Jorge did a really good job against him all game long. We knew this game was going to be about them going direct, playing off second balls, them looking for the counterattack to Castillo in set pieces. And I thought we managed the counter, we managed Castillo, and we managed the crosses in the box to Perez and Textera. We managed the other set pieces well. We didn't manage the one well.
You got goals from 3 different players tonight, especially with Valeri out and being able to see production from multiple areas. What does that mean?
Again, we scored 3 goals in 3 different ways. This was a tight game. It was, like I said, it was ugly. It was a ping pong match. It's not the game we wanted to play. It was a game we knew we had to deal with, and I thought we dealt with it, well. But in the end, we scored a goal on a set piece ourselves. We scored a goal on a great counterattack, and we scored a goal where Darlington went on a run and played Espria in, and Maxi kind of poached a goal. So 3 different goals in 3 different ways from 3 different guys, and it's great to see. With Valeri out, we're going to need that. We're going to need to do it by committee. But I also think Adi and Maxi are capable of scoring goals, and we're going to continue to look at them playing together. Obviously, Espria's come in the game off the bench and really made an impact as well. Let's not forget that, because we scored the second goal a minute after he went into the game. So I thought he did really well coming in off the bench, just like he did against Vancouver.
Talking about Adi and Rudy playing together, how do you think they've progressed from last game to this one?
I think it's still a work in progress. They haven't played together a lot. You know, I've seen them play together at times in training. I know that at times they like to do similar things, which is why it's probably not the ideal pairing in terms of one guy as a second forward and one guy as, you know, a guy that leads the line. They're both kind of guys that like to lead the line a little bit. But right now with the situation we're in, it's probably our best way to go in terms of being an effective team that can get points and score goals and get results and put pressure on teams. So I thought it was a bit better than the first game, and it'll continue to get better because we'll continue to work on it.
Do you think there's any psychological benefit to getting that first win now?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it relaxes you, you know, but you can't relax too much. That's the key. You need to get right back to work. And, you know, I think what's interesting for me was that even though we hadn't won after 4 games, I could never sense that tension in the group. Which was a positive thing for me, because sometimes you get very tense if you don't get the win and you start pressing. And I thought we showed a little bit of that after we gave up the goal. That was one of the things I said at halftime. We almost looked like we were down a goal when we were just 0-0. So we had to kind of settle down a little bit, and I thought we did that in the second half. But that's the psychology when you haven't won. Sometimes you start pressing, and you know, you get a little nervy and wobbly, and you know, I thought there was a little bit of that at the end of the first half. But now I don't think that'll be in our team at all, and I think you'll see better football out of our team, and I think our confidence will be better, and we'll play a little less tense in the game.
Time for one more.
How's Ridgewell doing? He got banged up a little bit, I think.
Yeah, he's a warrior. You know, I thought him, Nat, Adam, those 3 guys at the end of the game were huge, you know, and they made a lot of little plays that no one will remember. I'll watch the tape tonight and count, you know, 10 to 15 little moments that they did to help us get the result. I thought those 2 guys were exceptional all night. And it's a tough game for them because they got to deal with a lot of balls dumped in on them, and it's a lot of little plays, like I said, where you got to be brave and go up for headers. And Adam made the one play where he put his face on the line, and I thought those 3 guys were really important for us tonight, getting the result. But he's fine. He got whacked in the nose. I think he got an elbow. You know, so see what the DC does with that.
Thanks, everyone.